Hello, this is Natsuya, and welcome to Gothic Androgyn, Writing Mental Health. Today we're going to talk about grounding. I have my little notes here, and we're going to go through that today. So I just wanted to say hello, and I hope you stop by. And so, what is grounding? So, grounding is a way, it is a set of simple strategies to detach from emotional pain. And it's one of the things that you can do, like, for example, when you're having a flashback or you are in the middle of dissociating or you're having a craving. So, for example, if you're in the process of, detoxing or getting over drugs or cutting or alcohol or things like that, you can use grounding to help keep you in the present, and also it will help you to not focus so much on the thing that is causing you the emotional pain. So it is a way to detach from that pain, and it can be a mental, physical, or verbal distraction that focuses on the outward environment and the external world rather than inwardly on yourself. So for example, if you are consumed by your emotions, so say you are somebody who does cutting. So in order to release your emotions, you cut on your skin or something like that. And so say you're having an urge to do that, what you can do is, and it starts to overwhelm you and take over your mind, so that the only thing that you're thinking of is doing this cutting to let out your emotional pain. One of the things you can do is kind of stop yourself and do these grounding techniques that I'm going to give you today, so that you can stop focusing on the emotional pain and move past the impulse and the craving to do the thing. So be alcohol or drugs or cutting or whatever it is, or you're in the middle of a flashback, or you're having a dissociative nightmare, or daymare, or daydream, as you say, or you're just having time where your emotions are flooding into you and it's overwhelming. And so grounding can help you do that. It is a centering technique, and it is a way to create a safe space around you, and a healthy way of detaching. And so that is something that definitely I wanted to bring to you today. So why would you use grounding? So if you're overwhelmed by emotional pain and you need to detach and gain control of your feelings and stay safe, it is a way of anchoring yourself into the present. So usually when you're having a flashback, you're going into the past, or you're having a craving, or you're overwhelmed by something that'll happen in the future and you're frightened. It may end up dissociating or something like that. So grounding is a way to bring yourself back from the past, so you're no longer in the past focused on the thing that was frightening or caused the trauma in the past, but is bringing you back into the future so you can stay present in the now. Okay? And so this is one of those ways to do that. So the guidelines for grounding, it can be done at any time, anywhere. You can use it when faced with triggers, flashbacks, dissociation, or you're having a substance craving. You will keep your eyes open so that you can scan the environment and see what's around you. You will need to rate your mood and your emotions. You can do that before and after to see if it actually worked. You want to make sure that you're not in a negative self-talk space, and that you are being neutral and remaining in the present. Okay? So there are 3 different types of grounding. The first one is mental, the second one is physical, and the third one is soothing. And so we're going to go through that a little bit today. Okay? And so basically, these are some of the techniques that I have learned in order to do grounding, and that can be helpful, and they are helpful for me. Because again, I'm not going to give you anything that I have not used myself or I don't know, and so therefore that would be a little hypocritical if I was going to be talking about something that I don't do myself. And so mostly what I do is mental grounding, not so much physical. So we'll go through some of the categories of that. So we'll start with mental grounding. So one of the things that you can do is describe your environment. So, we're in the environment right now. Describe what's around you. You can also touch things. That would be more physical grounding. But you can describe your environment. You can also play games with yourself and categorize things. So in my environment right now, there is a ring light. Okay? And so I would describe that as something that's in the environment. Like, describe the things that are around you. So there are different things on the walls behind me. I'm in a small space. The space is white. Just things like that to describe your environment and take your mind off of what your emotions are. The other things that you can do is that you can put things into categories. So a ring light is a light. You can talk about the lights in the area. You can talk about different things in the area, like if you're in a kitchen and there are, utensils like knives and forks and spoons or chopsticks or hashi in the environment. You can describe those items, like if they're plates or bowls or cups or decorations or pictures on the wall, you can describe those. If you are in a flashback and you're in the past, and you go to a certain age, so I know sometimes when I regress, I will go to a certain age, so you can describe yourself at that age and then at an older age and move yourself slowly into the present. So for example, if you go back to like elementary school, you can like progress into middle school, into high school, into young adulthood, and then come through like that. You can describe an everyday activity. So right now we're recording a video. So I will describe what I'm doing. So I'm sitting in front of the camera. I'm actually speaking. I'm facing the camera and I'm recording. And so that would be another way to do mental grounding. You can also imagine things in your mind and describe them. So I know sometimes that I will see things in my mind. And that I will also repeat things. So, for example, I will put music on, a certain song on, and repeat it over and over again. And that will get me out of the emotional pain that I'm having at the moment and anchor me into something that's familiar, because usually the song I will know the lyrics to that song, or if I don't know the lyrics, or if it is, for example, I've been listening to a song actually that songs in Latin right now, and it was interesting that I actually understood the words before I understood the words. Does that make any sense? Before I actually looked at what the meanings were, so that's kind of interesting. So that's something that you can do. So that is mental grounding. So physical grounding. So in physical grounding, you can touch things. So for example, I can touch the wall and how I feel. How does it feel? Like, what does that feel like? Can you describe that feeling when you touch the wall? How does that feel? Or you can touch objects. So if I was like going to touch the floor here, what does the floor feel like? Okay. What does the wall feel like? And you can describe that feeling. That's another way to do physical grounding. You can touch small objects. So if you have a small object, you can touch that. So light, or I can touch that, and I can feel it, and I can understand what it feels like, and I can concentrate on that. So instead of concentrating on my negative emotions, I'm concentrating on what does this actually feel like. What does this microphone feel like as I touch it? What does the light feel like as I touch it? What does my hair feel like? What does that feel like? That's also, you can, if you're, working or outside, you can walk barefoot in the grass. How does that feel? The third one is soothing grounding. As you can see, these are games that you can see yourself. So they're kind statements that you can say to yourself, like, you're a good person, you're going through a hard time, you'll get through this, or, just a simple way, you are a good person, you are listening, you are listening, just like a lot. You can take it like that. This is what we're talking you can think of your favorite things, make some fun of it. Remember words. I know that last night it was interesting. In my dream, I hear a song in my dream. I woke up and then the first thing I it's stupid. And for the song, also remember if it's stress or fatigue, coping statement, if you pass or I can handle this or I got this, this is not bad. It's all fine. Safety first. You're really next week and all the way or something like that. So you are kind of losing what you can do is keep repeating over and over. You can try different forms. So say okay, and that was not working. Is it right now? You can get them to walking. Let's go to it. And that wasn't working. And you can listen to the video to see the lyrics while you're listening to the song. Very moving, and then you're with it at the time, so definitely inconvenience. It's when you're not able to get out of the past. The flashbacks, gradually get back there, so when you regress, you have to take the big step. Let me very emotional for you. It's something that I really want to get out of it. I'm moving back into it. Okay, so that is something that we're going to help you with. And it's even though you're in the neighborhood, because you're in the neighborhood. By being in the moment, by here, I can't stay in the past because I'm actually in your past and my environment. So here, freedom. So it's where freedom. I want to be free.